Welcome everyone to Stormlord's Wrath, presented by James Choi. Today with us we have our four heroes, Cal Secundus, Dika, Melguin, and Titus.
Yo,
When
yo.
last we left, the mountain fortress of the barbarians was under attack by frost giants. They sallied out and met the giant king, who was casting a massive fog around that was causing disruption. And with his death, with their hard-earned victory, they have broken the siege. So let's go back to what's going on over here. So the giant king falls, and in the distance you hear horns and stomping of giants. You see dozens of them approach, and they kind of like walk past you. They just completely ignore you. Like you're just like almost like maybe even almost like stepping on you as they walk past, and they pick up their king on a massive shield and they leave off. And let's say at by this point, let's say and Kel and let's say Dika. Maybe you revive some of these people at this point, or Titus.
Who do I revive?
I don't know. Are you gonna revive anyone? Because Kel and Zach
Oh
and
God.
Melguin are all down.
Well, I'm gonna try and help them,
Okay,
obviously.
Yes, but I have disadvantage because I'm still
okay.
exhausted.
So which one first, Titus?
Uh, Melguin, because he's a healer.
Okay. So as you approach Melguin from the woods, a figure approaches.
How far do I get before the figure approach? It doesn't matter.
It's like narrative, so don't
Oh,
worry
okay,
about it.
okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah. If it's a bad guy, I'd be making you roll initiative, so don't
That's
worry
true.
about it. Yeah.
I'm the bad guy.
All
Anyway,
right.
continue.
A hooded figure, in an elven. It's an elven cloak. You've seen it before. Approach out, like holding a majestic bow. That he kind of puts it behind of him, and it kind of disappears behind of him. And he approaches, and he pulls back his hood to reveal. You don't know them. You don't know who this guy is, but
Oh,
he
Yes, I
okay.
was
definitely
gonna
look.
say.
But he definitely looks aristocratic, and he leans down by Maelgwyn.
Hey,
And as you
what are you
approach,
doing? Get away from him.
it's like, "Are you his friend? We must revive him quickly." And then he reaches into his robe and pulls out like a little bead. This is a revival bead.
What
And
does
then
it
he
do?
looks down at him. You must give this to him. It must be done by someone who is intimate with him.
I grab the bead. I look at it. Can I tell if this is actually a revival bead and not like a poison bead?
You've never heard of such a thing.
Uh, Dika, have you ever heard of such a bead?
Dika,
I
are you even
shrug.
here or are you?
Yeah,
He's right beside
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
I would
There's
probably would
also two
also.
guys unconscious as well. But yeah, Dika, you see this as well. Yeah, you've never heard of such a thing.
I shrug, and then I shrug, and then I start going to Kel.
You
It,
shrug. Okay, well, I guess I give Melvin the bead.
it is a suppository.
Okay, but all beads are anal beads in this universe. So I pick it up his ass.
Okay. As you start undoing his belt, Melgwyn, you start gaining consciousness. And then you see Titus above
Come
you
on.
undoing your belt.
For your own good.
Very weird.
So I guess you're just feigning unconsciousness, like.
No, I help him out.
Oh, you help him unzip.
Wait, you're alive? You're moving?
Am I actually? What's actually happening?
Yeah, that's what you look up. You're
Oh,
somehow conscious, and you see Titus above you undoing your belt.
I slap his hand.
Oh, if he's awake, I stop trying to put the bead in him.
The elf looks at you, Titus. Well, you keep that. Maybe you'll need it later.
Who are you? Who are you?
I look over at him. At who Titus is talking.
It is your prince.
All right, now I gotta go through my notes and figure out what his actual name is.
He had a curse where his name was erased from history. So you do not know his name. No one knows his name.
Your Majesty.
Those are,
I kneel.
you know that in Elven history, like those are like the worst, the most powerful and worst curses. Like remember, like what I said about the Wanderer. Like his curse
Yes.
was that he can never be recognized by another elf ever again. So if you saw him, you wouldn't see him. That kind of thing.
I compose myself and I get down on one knee. And yeah.
You have been following me, but I see you have received my message as well.
Yes, it is quite fortunate that our paths have finally crossed.
Why are you here? Why have you followed me?
I bring bad news. Our people are being subjugated again by your father.
What do you? What say you? Is there to be another war? I have ended the last one.
We need you again.
Very well, we will return, but we must first gather our allies.
I will assist you.
And he like looks at you. I would ask you to help as well, but it seems you have your own quest to go on. Perhaps if you come to the Elven lands in the future, we can join our forces. But let us leave. And he picks you up, Melgwyn, and he puts his hands up, and a bunch of flower petals appear, and they swirl around you, and both of you disappear.
I wave goodbye to my traveling companions.
You're leaving us?
There is no time for replies. I'm gone.
You're leaving? How could you leave us?
And then as it disappears, the prince whispers to you, not all magic is forbidden here, only those with incantations.
Oh.
Those that touch the astral realm are forbidden, but those of the natural world. And then his like voice like whispers and like disappears into a bunch of rose petals. Let's say by this point, Dika has revived Kel and Zach, and they were kind of like watching as this was happening.
Oh, I would have done mass healing word at
Okay, yeah,
5th
sure.
level.
He gives you guys a heal
Nice.
before he leaves.
Nice.
Still in
I
his
forgot they
suit.
were unconscious.
Yeah.
I'm out. Peace. Fuck you guys.
Need to get that
But wait,
XP.
didn't his baby suit jettison
Yeah,
the
it's
baby?
like there it's like landed here and there's a flare on it. Yeah.
So he like legitimately casts cure mass healing word and then fucking like disappears before the consequences come.
Yeah, dope.
He healed all of you. What more do you want?
We
But
want him to stay.
the king is taken away. Do you say that? Yell that out, Kel?
It's too late. You can't
No,
reply.
no, I don't. I'm too messed up.
All right. So Melgwyn, as strange as he appeared, he disappears. But and Zach is here again. And he yells, "Farewell. It was good to fight by your side. Good luck on your quest."
Right back at you, champ.
And he goes and picks up the baby capsule.
Zach, what are you doing with that?
We must bring him back to the barbarians.
Alright, that makes sense. You're a good kid, Zach. What race is
Well-
he?
Human.
He's a high elf.
Oh, I thought he was a human.
No, he's the one of the high elves that his ancestry is vampires, which gives them vampire powers. That's why he's trying to become a full vampire.
Disgusting.
Mudbloods, filthy mudbloods. Okay.
Uh, if if Zach lets me, I'll take that thing and do it myself.
You already
Cool.
have one. I mean, I guess you're carrying one inside your mech.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, didn't it eject when I went down?
No, it ejected when he died, actually. When Melvin died.
Okay.
It's like until then, imagine like the pilot like furiously trying to like get the mech back online, and then yeah.
I gotta go. Bah.
Oh no, it's going critical. We must eject. It's like that.
Well, then I guess we will return to the what were they called? That army, the battle pilgrims.
The monastery people.
Yes, we gotta go check up on them in Kashan.
What was that guy called? Um, he had one
On
of the
Mirage.
Mirage.
bone mirage.
All right. On your way back. So I'm really sorry, but I lost all my notes from the last like several sessions, so I lost a bunch of names.
That's okay. I don't remember them anyway.
All right.
No problem.
Okay, let's see. On the way back. Uh, so signs of Wichteljäger and the Axe Dwarf. You see no signs of them, even as the mist clears. But you do see basically surrounding the king, you see like dozens and dozens of goblins that were slain that would have been disruptive to your assault.
Oh yeah, that
Oh
close
my
fight would have
god.
been almost impossible.
Well, we can thank the Great Flame for this. That I am sure of.
And on the way back, you see that the battle pilgrims, you see none of them have survived except for Bone Mirage. So to make a path for you,
Hmm.
they sacrificed their lives. And Bone Mirage is on there. And it looks like he's sorting the bodies, putting them back together, and he he puts the, he put he, you see him putting the bodies of the barbarians side by side, the weapons in hand. Even in death, it seems that they didn't like lose like the hold on their weapon like stays firm. And he looks at you. It's like it seems I am dishonored again and live.
It
And
appears you are
that
to die in
way.
an even more glorious fight.
So are all the battle pilgrims dead?
It looks like all the battle pilgrims except him.
Shit.
Bone Mirage. This this is no curse. This is a new beginning. Come, join us. Leave this place.
He looks down at his uh his companion. Like, he looks at them. Each of them are from a different tribe. They battled their way up to this mountain to bring a great prize back to their tribe. And with this, they lost their prize and a great warrior.
But does their sacrifice does it not represent everything they sought to achieve? That is the gift that they brought back to their tribes by the great flame, creation, destruction.
And then you look over him and you see that the fortress is completely wrecked, and the shrine, the temple in the in the center, has been completely destroyed and shattered.
Oh,
Um,
never mind.
the 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 hangar that was encasing the giant mech, basically the last line of defense, the mech has also been shattered and torn into a bazillion pieces. And you see the champion. You can see him over the horizon, walking away, and he turns back and he yells something, and the sounds that he make like reverberates, like shaking you to the bone. And Bone Mirage like chirps back what he says. We will return the king. Then we will come down to the land of the outsiders and bring vengeance on all of you before we come back to destroy the rest of this pitiful mankind.
How long should that take?
Bone Mirage turns to you. Who knows?
Well, if it's more than 60 years, it's somebody else's problem.
How long do? What's your life expectancy? That's pretty funny. Anyways, let's see if there's any survivors.
Okay, I'll help him.
All right, Kassan.
Huh?
As we're walking in, I tell the Titans, I hope Acolyte's okay.
I haven't seen him since he joined the party, but it looks
I
like
haven't seen him
everybody's
so
dead.
far amongst the dead.
That's true. That is true. That maybe
So
that's a sign of a good thing.
perhaps. So as you head back, let's cut back to Kassan making his awakening. So Kassan, uh, you had a strange dream that you can you can only recall bits and pieces of it. But a lot of it is painful and torturous. But you wake up, you don't even remember what last happened. Were you in a battle? Were you underwater? Maybe you were battling against yourself or a horde of goblins. You don't really remember. But you wake up fully encased in armor and a weapon in hand, with a strange
Ooh.
feeling in your left hand. And
I,
when you look down, it is completely like prosthetic. It is not your natural arm.
I flex.
Okay. Uh, yeah, it looks like that scene in Terminator 1 when when
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah, when Arnie's like looking at the mirror and doing a self repair. Yeah. We cut to a stop motion of you flexing your hand and moving your mechanical fingers. Um,
But
yeah,
it's that like his elbow dips below the shot, so it's like
yeah, he's elbow dips below the shot, so you can't see that it's a
It's a puppet.
it's a puppet. But anyways, and then you quickly put gloves on so that we don't have to continue spending a special effect budget, and then
Dope. Dope.
yeah. So all the lights are off. The only way that you can see is because of your dark vision.
I get up out of this bed. What weapon did I have in my hand?
It looks like you have a warhammer that crackles with energy and electricity.
This'll do.
And for some reason, when you try to use your when you try to use your your organic
Prosthetic?
hand,
Oh. Okay.
it doesn't activate.
Oh. I reach forward with my prosthetic hand.
Yeah, it seems that it only activates with your prosthetic hand.
I walk towards the door.
Okay.
And I kick it open.
Oh my god.
You, you kick it open, and you can actually see down the hall. It looks like it's a T-shaped intersection, and you see like a mountain of human bodies. It looks like like vicious tribal warriors, like with carved like branding and tattoos all over their bodies, like frothing at the mouth, and like it looks like they're all defeated, a mountain of bodies, and on top is an old man. Choking out the last one on the top. He's looking into the sky, looking into like the ceiling, trying to pull whatever strength he has remaining to kill this last tribal warrior that's remaining. You see, whatever weapons he had must be destroyed. You see, like a shattered, like longsword, a shattered sword, like, uh, and his completely shirtless, like his rippling muscles, like working its way to the limit to try to choke out this barbarian.
I quickly rush over to help. Oh, wait, the barbarian. Is he one of the baddies? Oh, I wouldn't know.
Who knows? You can't. You
I
don't know.
I
You
rush
don't
over to
know.
help him.
You don't know who is who. But you see an old man choking out like a young, tattooed, carved, like brutal-looking tribal warrior.
I don't know what to do. I genuinely don't know what to do.
Okay. Soon, the person under him stops struggling, and he looks down and lets go, and he gets up and walks down towards you. You're finally awake.
Yes. Have I been called again to war? Have I arrived too late?
The battle here is over, but perhaps your friends could use your help.
My friends.
I'm sure they're out there.
Then I must go.
Go quickly through that exit. It could
Thank you.
collapse at any moment. The temple is in shambles.
Well, I hope to meet again. My name's Kashan. I say, running away.
And he like nods, I know. And then he disappears into the darkness.
Was he ever really real?
Was anyone really real? All right. You walk out just as the entrance like shatters behind of you, and you slow walk into the sunlight. And all right, you guys, we're back to Keldika and Titus. As you approach the temple, you see a figure walk out from the rubble.
Fireball.
You're covered in magic eating bugs. All right. And yeah, at first, the light that's reflecting off of his like shining armor is almost blinding, and then it's it's revealed. Oh wait, it's the White Ranger. He's come back. So it is Kasan. Kasan has been revived, fully encased in armor, holding a weapon of unknown power.
Yay.
It seems you've made it, my friend.
And I wouldn't have without you, I'm told.
Well, of course.
I give everyone hugs.
Yes, hugs all around.
Morgan, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Yes, you was big. But I guess you did stop that dragon, so.
I
Or-
did?
No, you just kind of, you know, sated its playful bloodlust.
No, you sacrifice yourself to
I
save us from the
remember.
dragon. But don't
I'm
worry.
glad it worked.
We killed him in the end.
Good.
Yes, we killed them all.
The women and children too.
That's what
Or
you
no
did.
women and children dragons.
There is only one line in war, and it separates only us from them. Anyway, well, thank you for
So,
reviving me.
Kashan, how do you feel?
I will smash like a rubble pillar thing with the hammer.
I meant, and then I pointed at my
How
chest,
does it feel?
in here.
I feel fine.
Let's not talk about our feelings and emotions anymore. I need your help. My followers in Phandelver are being attacked by this super strange blood cult, and we just need to go there and protect everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are your plans now, Kashan?
I am. I aim to serve those who revive me for whatever purpose they've revived me for.
Kashan, come on. We're friends. There is no
No, we
service.
are more than that now.
We-
Oh my. It's-
I bend the knee.
No, get up.
This
And
is my oath.
You do not bend for anybody, my friend.
All right, I get up, but only because you told me not to.
don't make it weird.
Well, point the way, and I will lead.
Okay. So as you let's go back to the loading screen. So around you actually are survivors from the temple and the fortress village. You see the innkeeper. You see a few of the monks coming out like around the rubble, and Bone Mirage approaches and says, "The frost giants were right. With this is the end of what remains of the pure-blooded humans of this world."
Only if you let it. Arm yourselves. Take what you can and follow us. We will
We are
lead.
not like we are not like you. We cannot use magic. In fact, magic abhors us, and those who use magic will find us abhorrent as well. We are the enemy of everything that lives out there, purely by existing. They were
The enemy,
right.
you say?
But
I
how
stroke
long
my
will you
hammer.
exist for?
What did you say, Titus?
How long will you exist for if you don't pick up a weapon?
They will continue coming for us, and without aid such as this, eventually we will die out. And what was the people of the Second Empire will be no more. And then he nods as and this is the destiny of things.
As it is.
No, I refuse. You heard them yourself. They will not address you until they address us, and there is no addressing us. Bone Mirage, you speak of aid, but it is us who should be receiving aid from you, for we are the wall that protects you from these interlopers now. You heard their oath. They will return after they have solved us.
No, we must remain on these mountains. We must protect the ley lines that protects this world in turn.
I
Only
feel.
those of our lineage who are immune to the corruption of magic can maintain the purity of these mountains.
Why are the giants attacking you?
And he says, no one knows. Perhaps they find us disgusting, like most supernatural creatures of this world. Just being around us, you see, I this is only what I read in the archives. Magic is the connection to the astral realm. Every time you use magic, it takes a toll on the world, on this planet, taking some of its life force. This mountain is where pure power, springing up from inside of the earth, wells up. Many will try to take this for themselves. For true magic users, it would give limitless power.
Side monkey eye Cal.
There's
Go
And
dollar
all,
on.
signs inside.
and only us who are immune to the effects of immune or resistant to the effects of magic can resist this corruption and be the true guardians of nature. That is why you are forbidden from using your magics here. If you did, you would be enticed and seduced by it, the call of the mountain.
So be it. I cannot persuade you. Your path is set, and I respect your direction. But I do not know if what I previously said is true. Something as strategically valuable as a font of arcane energy. You saw the works that the giant chieftain produced. Imagine a world covered in icy mist. No, we must make sure that that doesn't come to pass. Bone Mirage, what are your current forces? What's your current strength? Just so we know. I may send reinforcements. Or
He flexes each of his arms. He like just these as he looks at each of his biceps. It is up to me now to bring the gifts down to the tribes. Luckily for us, three warriors remain. And then as it goes to each of your mechs and ejects the pilots within. We will deliver these to worthy tribes so that they can be raised up to be great warriors. And if since the temple is destroyed, these warriors might be the only source of knowledge that was contained within.
no, so like their technology is lost completely? Am I understanding that right?
Not all of it. There are many who follow ancient traditions and still create weapons, tech weapons of various powers.
Hmm.
But
Is,
like us and this temple, it too will be eventually forgotten in the times of history to follow.
do you control the mountain through tech? Or is the mountain uncontrollable? Do you.
There are those who seek to control it, but the power that I am not a wizard. I would not know what goes through their minds when they try to channel power from here.
And I nod.
But for now, let's rest. The survivors here. We will build what we can, even without the technology. Pilgrims will still come here. and I must remain to tell them of what has happened here. And whoever that makes up to these mountains must be rewarded for their bravery and effort.
Hmm. Well, I guess we long rest.
Yeah, you can long rest here as you choose. Yeah,
Smoke weed with Bone
smoke,
Mirage.
smoke weed. Yeah, yeah, man. He's got his own pouch.
And
You should try some of these mountain mushrooms. They connect us to our ancestors, if you know what I mean.
so I still have that crate of fire breath and that barrel of whiskey
Those you sold all of them for the weapons.
for the weapons.
Yeah, for the two swords for Melgwyn.
Oh yeah, okay.
I guess you'll have to go find them in the Wood Elf realms to get your money back,
I guess.
and then the story can continue.
Okay.
Dope.
But there is a chance that the individuals who because it's still they're still buried somewhere, right?
Mm,
It's in
no.
shambles. It's the all the alcohol was recovered by Victor Jäger.
Yeah.
He found them and brought them back.
And then I was pretty sure I sold them, but I
Yeah,
wasn't.
you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sold them. Yeah.
I definitely don't have the money for them. All right. Uh, long rest.
Yeah, you can long rest actually as long as you like to recover. There's enough provisions here for you to stay as long as you like without dipping into your own reserves. If you want to recover from your like, because you have been fighting for months.
Yep.
Yes. Am I gonna get uh like? Am I getting better from that radiation sickness?
No, actually, but as I said, like because you made your weekly, it goes to monthly now, so you'll have to wait to make another roll.
Okay.
Yeah. But as the doctor said, it's not gonna get better on its own. Okay. Is there anything? So while you're resting, as you reflect upon yourselves, so you guys got 2,400 from the battle, including the boss fight, and you guys got 3,500 combined with bringing Kassan up and entering his dream world and finishing the quest. And I am giving you guys a extra 900 XP on top of that for
Yeah,
extra bonus XP. So I think
bringing
that
it
should
to
level you up.
64K.
So you guys can all level up. And Kassan, you can do a full respec actually. So you can
He's no
you
longer a
basically
paladin. He's a
you got fully rebuilt. So including your mind got fully rebuilt. So you can do a full respec.
Cool. It could be anything.
Yep, be anything. Yeah,
he's now a wizard.
I am now an elf, level 5 elf, and multi-classed into dwarf.
Can I get a character sheet?
Be right back.
Sure, I'll give you a new one. Okay, one
Damn.
second. And you guys are all leveling up, so do your level ups.
Making me pick this now.
Did you guys have level up plans?
No, I'm just using the magic. I now have purity of body, so I am immune to poison and disease.
Nice. It's kind of cool.
So we're level 10 now?
Yeah.
Yes. All right, Kassan, you should see a new character sheet with a random name. Do you need access to your old character sheet?
Probably not.
Oh yeah, because you don't have any of the same equipment.
I got Eldritch Strike now.
Eldritch Strike.
Eldritch Strike.
Is that like a smite?
No, it's basically if I hit something with a uh when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, that creature has disadvantage on your next saving throw it makes against a spell you cast before the end of your next turn.
Ooh, that's pretty good. It's almost like Mind Sliver, but better.
And then I guess I gotta roll my HP.
You gotta roll. You gotta do it.
I always roll.
I'm gonna close my eyes.
I'm a man.
Yeah.
But would I roll 1d10 plus 10?
DK rolled 3,
No, you just roll your 1d8. Or
and then you
your.
add your number to it afterwards. Yeah.
But my hit dice is a 10.
So add a
Yeah,
D10.
roll
So
1d10.
roll a D10,
Just roll 1d10?
and then you add your con to it afterwards. There should be a button that says roll for HP.
Where is that button?
I don't know.
Corey does. He did it.
It was when
You
you
should. Yeah.
you do the
Oh,
level up.
I don't do the
Yeah.
auto level up thing. How much XP do we have now?
64k.
Because it's like, welcome to Character Mancer. And I click that button.
Yeah, you go next.
What I get? A 1?
No.
Oh well.
This is. Didn't you roll a 10 last time? So it's balanced.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What's True Strike do again?
It is
I gives you
a
advantage.
cantrip. I believe it's an action, and it says you get your next attack before the end of your next turn gets advantage. It's not good. It's better off for you to use that action to make a second. It make two attacks.
Yeah,
'Cause
right.
it's only usable if you're like planning an ambush, and the fact that you're ambushing them doesn't give you advantage.
It has some it has some like interesting effects because there's no verbal component, so you can hide that with like into like a if you're trying to ambush, yeah, if you're trying to like attack someone, you can like cast that discreetly because there's no like there's no verbal, and then say like I hit him, and somehow I still already had like like True Strike or something. I don't know if you can work something in kind of thing. So it has some interesting role playing opportunities, but we don't do that here. So I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What's Blur do?
Blur's pretty good.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's
a
very good. Yeah,
level 2 or 3 spell,
I
It's
think it's
level
and
level
two.
it'll
2. Yeah,
yeah level 2. It'll make you all attacks against you have disadvantage.
Okay, I'm gonna take that.
yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, any creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against you. The attacker is immune. An attacker is immune to this
I feel
effect,
like
but
I
it
got a
doesn't
one
rely on
there because I
sight.
clicked the roll button. I didn't roll my own dice. I got cheated.
There's a thing I could do where if I took the feat Shadow Touched, I can get. I think it's not minor illusion. It's silent image, and one of the things I can emulate with that is like darkness, but not like actual darkness. So like the only way they would be able to dispel it is if they could touch it, or like they could either physically interact with it, or they can try to pass like an investigation roll to determine that that's not like actual darkness, that it's just like illusionary darkness. And because it's not like literal darkness, I can still see out of it.
Oh, and Titus, you got a resurrection bead.
What?
It's just
I do.
yeah, you do. Yeah, just letting you know if you haven't written that down already.
Ooh, you could get it through Misty Visions as an Eldritch Invocation. There's now feats that let you get. I don't know if there's one for Artificer right now, but there's one for Eldritch Invocations that lets you just get an Eldritch Invocation.
Could I learn teleportation circle? James? Hello? Guys?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
I can hear.
Hello?
Is
I think I'm.
anybody there?
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, hello? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So is it in the sorcerer spell list?
it is.
Then yes, you can learn it.
Cool.
In fact, lore-wise, you have been studying it for some time because you've been writing down. You've been studying teleportation circles for quite some time, haven't you?
Yes. To end these goddamn planar incursions. Alright, that's what I think I'm gonna learn. That's pretty cool.
What do you got? Fifth level magic now?
I've had level magic, but I took Big B's hand last one. I get another spell this level. And I
Also,
was. Hmm?
sorry, and I'll also Edgar.
Yes,
If you're ready, I can tell you what your war gear does. Whenever.
I'm not ready.
Okay, yeah. Just let me know when you're ready.
I got another meta magic, so I took transmuted spell, which lets me switch the certain elemental types. And I was thinking of taking cloud kill and then making a fire cloud kill,
Cloud Kill's so powerful.
but fucking teleportation circle is just kind of cool, and then it would
Yeah,
allow
it
us to
is,
bomb around a bunch.
and it'll give you some utility too, so it'd be very useful. Yeah.
Hmm.
Man, it's weird being a marshal. Just like leveling up took me like literally 30, 40 seconds.
Yeah. Right.
Just like
I clicked two buttons.
that's okay. Now I can start just uh, suicide poisoning people by being like, look, the drink I poured for you, I am also drinking from. It's not completely deadly poison.
There is a book called Sunflash the Mace, written in the Redwall universe, where a stoat um, basically goes to this rat warlord, and he's like, oh, you are my protege, and you've come crawling back, and he's like, yeah, but I've brought gifts like this belt and this wine. Here, have some wine, and he's like, oh, like I'm not fucking. You're not gonna trick me with this poison wine. And then the stoat, his name was Swart Sixclaw. He drinks the wine, and he's like, see, I'm fine. And he's like, okay, I'll drink the wine. And he pours him a cup, and fucking the rat drinks the wine, and he dies because the cup was poisoned.
There's this pot you can get called the Assassin's Pot, and essentially what it is, it's like a tea kettle that has
Like
like
pot, as in like
no tea kettle.
marijuana, or okay.
Yeah, and it has like a while you're holding it, if you hold your thumb over like an air valve, you can make it so that it doesn't pour one of the two spouts. So you can like pour your cup from just one, and then you can pour your like opponent's cup from like both spouts. And it literally is like doesn't look any different from you pouring it.
People are wily. They'll get you. I am going to take average HP, which I think is 5.
Because you're D8, right? It's 5.
Yeah,
Sorcerers are D8s? I thought they were D6s.
Oh, are they?
I don't think so.
Well,
Oh, they
you
are
can just click
D6s.
that. You can just click the average
Yeah,
button,
look
right?
at you, Mister. I'm gonna try to slip by.
So 4.
You remember when third edition, when fucking wizards were like a D4 or something?
A third edition? Yeah. Um, I think that was second edition and first edition as well.
They were fucking. They were just 0 HP. A friend of ours made he made a level 20 sorcerer that had like 30 HP,
Yep.
and he brought it through this one shot just to like get fucking one shot.
In third edition, though, you have so much shit going on. You can have like contingencies and like multi-spell and like there's so much things that's going on. You can have contingencies on so that like, oh, when someone attacks me, like a spell, like I get teleported out instantly, like things like that. So you can be like unconscious, naked, and like the spell goes off because it was on contingency, like things like that.
I like that.
Yeah. Because you're like you have cosmic powers, right, at that level.
They try to do that in this with like, certain other spells. Have you seen like the changes they're doing in D&D 1? So they're making it so that uh, monsters can't crit anymore. And then when players crit, it doesn't double the attacks damage dice. It just doubles the weapons damage dice.
I like how they did it in Conan 3.5. You just maximize your dice for your weapon, and your weapon shatters when you crit.
That's dumb as hell.
That's awesome. What are you talking about? And
I
then you gotta,
hate it.
and you just gotta pick up another weapon and just keep going.
I assume multiple weapons is kind of like a thing in that game. I assume it's not supposed to be like, oh, you have one magic weapon. It's like you spent
There's no
fucking
magic. There's no magic.
10,000,
There's no.
20,000 gold on a
There's
magic
no
weapon
magic
and you
weapons in
swing
that
it
game,
once and
and
crit.
there's no magic weapons in the game. At the end of your adventure, you spent you 50% of your gold immediately just disappears from like carousing and drinking and like various things. So you start the next adventure with like half the gold or less.
Like a barbarian.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's come on, it's Conan the RPG. So what are you gonna save it? What's wrong with you?
Ooh, look at Mr. Frugal here.
I've
And
been
where you and it's dangerous to carry money around too, anyways.
I've been thinking about a system where like weapons shatter. Basically ever since Titus lost his fucking sword to those magic rust monsters. I dropped my staff in the
While
swamp.
fighting the dragon.
Yeah.
Weapons breaking is never fun.
It can be. If
His
the
weapon didn't break. It's just got
Yeah, I still
disenchanted.
have it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
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 but
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 like if you're trying to run like a survivalist campaign, that could be a cool concept.
yeah, but Breath of the Wild was just so.
Well, the problem with Breath of the Wild was that like your weapon breaks after like literally like 30 hits or something.
There's
20
no way
hits.
to repair it.
Yeah, and no way to repair it or prolong it.
Yeah, but statistically, on a D20 system, it's going to break after 20 hits.
Well, you would just have it so that every time you roll a 1 or whatever,
No,
it
no, not for
loses a hit
Corey.
point.
Not for Corey. He'll lose a weapon
Oh, I'll lose it in the first
every
round of
combat,
combat.
at least one.
Thank God ones don't make my gun jam, or else I'd be doing no damage.
But yeah, like, mundane weapons will break against mundane weapons or magic weapons, and then
And
magic weapons will only break if they're struck with a magic weapon of a higher rarity.
in 3.5 you can, or and 3.0 you can sunder weapons. You can just attack someone's weapon directly, and then you can
I like that
desunder
idea.
them.
I like the idea. Oh, so
But it
something
just
else.
all that does, but seriously, all that does is just make the battle combat go longer for no reason.
Yeah.
Usually.
Well, so something else they're doing in the next edition of D&D is uh, grappling and shoving is now a part of unarmed attacks. And to grapple somebody, you just need to hit them. And then you automatically grapple them. And then at the end of their turn, they get a free chance to break the grapple with a save.
At the end of their turn, so they start their turn immobilized. Wow, that's
Yes,
fun.
but they don't have to waste their action
Most
to break out
most
of the
monsters
grapple.
already do that anyways. Their grapples on a hit.
Yeah.
Like crocodiles, all they have to do is hit with their mouth attack, and then you're auto grappled.
Yeah, but now you can shove to the ground. You can knock prone with just a hit.
Yeah,
So
cool.
I think
Sounds
that's going
fun.
to become a hugely. I think it's
I
a
guess I
super.
guess I guess Keegan's back on the menu, boys.
It's.
So
I
when are
think
we
it's
playing
a.
again, Cal? When do I get to play Keegan again?
It's a huge buff to monks though, because it's classified as an unarmed strike. So technically, a monk can like just dash into a group of people and knock like 4 guys down in a single turn.
Yeah, yeah, that's really cool.
I will be right back. I'm pretty sure I'm ready to go.
Okay, just
I
waiting
think
for.
Edgar's making his character, right?
Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
I'll just pause this and do it later.
Okay, yeah, we can continue because it's mostly gonna be RP today, so don't worry about it.
Well, Mark Angel just said he would be right back, so
Okay,
Oh.
yeah.
you can keep going.
I can't believe they're making a new edition of D&D.
They're trying to make it so that this next edition of D&D will just be module and changeable and not.
And then they'll be like, we want more money in 5 years and
Yeah.
make a new edition.
That's how comics work. They keep making new number ones.
Hey, Charizard gets a reprint like every 2 sets, so
Yeah, I wonder how that works for the Pokemon, because I guess like every Pokemon now probably has a Pokemon card associated with it, if not several.
yeah, yeah. And you just imagine that each card is like differently trained Pokemon, right? Because they can have like even in the video game they can have different move sets, different stats.
And then like, so in a deck of Pokemon cards, is there
Yep.
like a set limit of
Yeah, you can have 4 of each same type of Pokemon. So you can have 4 Charmander, uh, and each of the evolution line you can have like 4 of each kind of thing.
so you could have
And
4 Charmander, 4 Charmeleons, 4 Charizard. If you have a
yep.
Charizard, you have to have a Charmander.
Not necessarily. There's some so not all there's some very specific um stage 2 Pokemon that don't need to evolve. Like maybe something like a shiny Charizard, you might be able to just put straight into play without evolving.
Or a Magikarp.
Yeah, yeah, or a Magikarp, yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're good to go now.
All
Now
right.
you can pause.
Yeah, yeah.
All
Good to
right, go on.
All right. So how long of a rest did everyone have? I guess like 2 or 3 days, 5 days, a whole week.
I didn't need that long a rest. That's pretty much what we did right after I recovered from my. I am used to non-stop. I have such a short life.
You're used to it.
So during that last battle,
Yep.
the runic inscriptions that I observed on those pillars, um, they had something to do with the manipulation of space, and
Yep.
like generating and moving those mists, and that gave me an epiphany into all of my research, providing a fundamental piece that has allowed me to craft a new spell that I've been working on. I think over 3 days, because that's how much I need in terms of rest.
It
But I
just pop. It just bursts into inspiration, right? That's how it works for you, sorcerers.
brain blast. Yes. By the great flame, I can see it all coming together now. Yes, this line here for stability, leading into this formation here, which provides the translocational array. Yep, over here into the blah 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 techno arcane magical babble. And I guess I'll ransack some of the giants, consumables, and
There's no giant bodies here. They all got taken
oh
over.
yeah, they took. Okay, well I'll ask Bone Mirage where I can get the materials needed for this teleportation circle. And I basically asked for like a handout because I'm broke.
And Bone Mirage says like, "Hey, if you're trying to do any dodgy magic, go somewhere else.
Yeah. But okay, but do you have
But
what I need?
but if you need, then here, enter this." And he goes into a shack nearby, and he says, "These were confiscated from rogue wizards that roam the mountains. Take what you need."
Uh, can I take it all?
Yep, and there's just enough for your teleportation circle.
I boom.
Coincidentally, but like right down to the penny, like it's exactly what you needed.
Thank you, Bone Mirage. I won't forget how we helped you.
And the bonds that you have made with these warriors, he holds the 3 capsules. They will remember to the rest of their lives. Perhaps you will see them again once they're grown up. They will remember you, I assure you.
And I will remember them as they are today.
Okay. You do remember the safe space that you had for magic was the entrance to the Underdark, which is not very far from here.
Am I confident that nothing will go wrong in there?
Yeah, because you're pretty sure there's some like nasty time travel magic that happened in there, which was definitely a distortion of time and space.
And it won't distort the teleportation circle in some sort of like magical, you know, uh, mishap.
You think it's pretty good.
Alright, that's what I want to do, guys.
Sounds like a plan.
Let us leave this accursed place. I mean, it's pretty cool and idyllic, but man, I love magic.
You say that right in front of fucking Bone Mirage. Let's leave this hellhole.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. I guess Acolyte's dead.
He
Never
still
to be.
hasn't showed up, huh?
Who?
Don't worry, you're pretty ahead about it, Kishan.
Okay.
All right.
Can I check the mech room to see if his body was there?
It's all rubble. It's all entirely rubble. You'll have to do the dirty peasant work of like moving rocks out of the way to
I'm
look
not
for
doing
his
that.
body.
He
So,
must be dead.
part of teleportation circle
Yep.
is, um, I will read it out.
Lift up the card, baby.
You learn. I have to go to a sigil. I can't just go anywhere.
Yep.
Many major temples, guilds, and other important places have permanent teleportation circles inscribed within their confines. When you first gain the ability to cast this spell, you learn the sigil sequences for 2 destinations on the material plane, determined
You
by.
already know. Yes, the two locations are the Crystal Cave. So one of
Okay.
them is the Crystal Cave,
Hmm.
and the other one is I lost a bunch of notes. I think it was either Leylon or Leylon or
Sister Grails.
no, there's no teleportation circle there. I think hold on, let me just
I know there's one in that swamp.
the one in the swamp. Which one
Yeah.
was it? In the temple in the swamp?
Yeah, where we fought the troll. That's the first place we met
Oh
those.
yeah. So the troll cave in the swamp and the crystal cave.
Which I
So
think is
those are the two
What
locations
the
that you
hell?
know.
This is useless to me.
No, they're very close. One's right by Leylon, and the other one's right by Phandelver.
Well, which one's by Fandalen?
The
The
crystal cave. But actually, you shattered the entrance. I'm sure you can find a way out.
Yeah, but we're not
it
supposed to
wasn't.
be there, right? That
Yeah,
dragon was like,
wasn't there a dragon that? Well, to be fair, I think we can probably go back there and whoop his ass.
uh, you're not wrong. Well, these are our blah, blah, blah. Well, these are our 2 choices. I feel like time is of the essence, and I will not fight this dragon, but if it attacks us, I do feel confident in our abilities to defend ourselves.
I concur.
Kashan,
Hmm?
Titus.
I concur.
Then,
And you're the one that met the crystal dragon.
Me?
Yeah. It said it's like sacred breeding ground of the crystal dragons.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
there's more than one, huh? But democracy. So,
You know it's very close to the exit though, so.
uh, yeah,
That we blew up.
we'll get through it. I have mold earth. uh,
1 week later, you are
Yeah, it's
out.
pretty good. It's pretty good.
um,
Would have been quicker just to go to the other place and then walk.
Yeah.
we have to take a boat from Leylon to
Is it-
Fandalen.
You'll have to take a boat to Fandalen regardless because it's like in the middle of the sea.
Is this place is there a
Oh,
boat at
you
Crystal
guys have.
Dragon Island?
Yeah, it's actually close to the fortress that had all the fortress that Team B defended. That's now populated by Domen.
Alright.
And from there you can probably get a boat.
Then let's
It's what the narrator voice says as you're looking through the map.
and the other one is trolls.
Yeah,
Trolls
it's
seem
right.
far more like
You killed them, if you remember.
yeah, but they probably grew back. We didn't get rid of every little piece. Did we burn them?
No, I don't think so.
Right? So there's probably like
Yeah.
50 more. They're like starfish.
I think, yeah, starfish. It's funny.
Uh hmm. But democracy. So I begin preparations to
Okay,
teleport to the Crystal Dragon breeding grounds, which will
as
now
you
be our personal teleportation grounds.
Well,
as you prepare to leave, Bone Mirage and some of the monks prepared some gifts for you. Actually, it seems like Kel, you have already taken your share of the gifts, but I got some for the rest of you.
I love gifts.
Dika, so they have another 5 explosive arrows for you.
Thank you.
And for Titus,
Yay.
they give you a sack of jewels. It's like I hear you noble princes out there like these kind of gifts. We do not know their value, for we do not treasure these as you do. But here, I'm sure that these will be of value to you.
Thank you.
It looks like it's about 1,000 gold in various jewelry. So let's say there is like a ring that's 100 gold, like 2 gems that are worth like 100 gold each, and
Can I just write sack of gems, 1,000 gold?
sure, yeah,
Basically.
sure. Let's a sack of gems, yeah.
I have,
The point is it takes no weight kind of thing.
yeah, already have 9 gems worth 50 gold each
Yeah.
on me. I got so many gems. I need to sell some of this shit.
And for Kel, actually, they said we found this spare prosthetic. And it looks like it's been reshaped into a trunk for you, Kel, that you can wear over your face so that you can regain
Your charisma.
your your charisma and your senses, your sensitivity to smells.
Ah, yes.
The monks have built this for you.
Non-magically, of course.
Yeah, it's not magical.
You put it on, it just
Alright.
verbally announces what it's smelling.
I put it on.
Mountain air.
Mountain air. Titus farts.
Feces.
Smells like cinnamon buns.
Cinnamon buns. That's what we're gonna call you, Bud, from now on. Cinnamon buns.
I've been doing squats for 2,000 years.
Holy shit! What are you squatting over?
Cinnamon
My
buns.
enemies.
Your enemies are cinnamon. Yeah. So you can, while you're wearing this, you can ignore the maimed trait. Kel.
Alright. I'm probably gonna sell this.
Yeah. To
Who?
all these other people that need trunks,
Right?
prosthetic
I have no idea.
trunks.
Have we
Sell it as
seen any other
a
Elefantes since we've been around?
jock strap,
A
a cod
jockstrap.
piece.
Put it around the waist.
How big is? Never mind.
Ho, ho, ho.
Thank you.
All right. Uh, and you journey off. So it's a couple days. Could go back to the caves. Actually, it's a day travel because everything's clear now, so you can see like exactly where to go.
Hmm.
Because the mists are gone, so you know exactly where to go to the entrance to the Underdark.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I do miss being able to fly.
Yeah, you can fly, Dika. And you don't have to fly 5 foot around because you might hit like a cliff face or something. All right, Kel, your teleportation.
Yes. Uh, I. It's an elevator, right? So we're doing this in the elevator. Am I understanding this correctly?
Yeah, the top of the elevator is when you met your future self or alternate history self or any
Gotcha.
number of interpretations as you please.
Um. So we get in the elevator,
'Kay.
and I'm going to cast light as a cantrip, just to test the waters.
It lights up.
Aye. This is a good sign. I begin preparations for the teleportation circle. Um, 10-foot diameter circle on the ground that I draw with like arcane fire that like comes spilling out of the tip of my finger. Kind of like a, you know, magical arcane, almost like summoning circle kind of dealy. Um,
It's
and
called it's called chalk, rare chalk.
yeah, but that's not cool enough. Okay, it's a rare chalk that ignites.
That's the rareness of the chalk is
Yeah,
that it ignites.
exactly.
It's like
Uh,
pop rocks, but instead of your mouth, it's on the ground.
and then I take the like magically infused ink and mist it over everything, infusing this like flaming magical chalk with even more arcane energies, and a shimmering portal opens.
Who enters?
I
Door
do.
remains open 1 round, so go, go,
Okay,
go.
everyone enters. You get pushed in. Oh, what's the effect? Is it like a digital world like Digimon, or is it like Sliders where you see like a shimmer?
It is
It's
like
fire. It's just fire.
it's like Spaceballs, where it
It's like
turns plaid.
Spaceballs. Oh, even better.
We go plaid for like like whatever. We go plaid for an indeterminate amount of time to your perception, but when you come out, it feels like it was an instant, and like it's already like a fading dream kind of deal.
Nice. Perfect.
Is that even the real you, or some reconstructed facts of you? Yeah, and I guess we go to the fucking Crystal Dragon Caves. What an awesome
Okay.
name.
All right. Let's see if I can find the map. I have it right here. It looks like. Let me remove all the corpses.
All those slimes.
All those slimes. Yeah. The slime cave.
Recalibrating splines.
Yeah. Recalibrating slimes. Oh, where's Zach? 1 second. He pops in too.
Zach's like stuck on the mountain. Ah!
Guys,
No.
I'm pissed. Where are you?
Okay. And do you see? Are you on the map? Can you see?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. Yeah, so as you enter, you come back to a familiar sight. You're definitely out of the mountains now. The oppressive feeling that you had that was suppressing your magical abilities is no longer here.
I just start firing off firebolts. Pew
Pew
pew.
pew. I join you.
Do you start firing firebolts?
No,
You
I'm
remember
kidding.
that this is like a ooze cave,
I'm
and they are
kidding.
attracted to heat.
Can't let us do
I
anything fun.
You can do that. You can do that after you leave the cave.
I believe the
Yeah.
entrance was up here.
So yeah, if you don't remember, there's like the walls are actually covered in various slimes and oozes, and even around you, like a little bits of like jellies are kind of like like kind of like sliming their way around you. Some of them like climb up your boots, like but it's like all over the place. Um, on the way out, actually, it looks like actually, yeah, no work has been done here since you left, exactly as you suggested to the dwarves. Their greed didn't get the better of them because you convinced them to stay out. Um,
Ooh, good.
and the exit, if you remember, is over here
Yeah.
somewhere.
I step very carefully for the oozes.
Okay, yeah, they, yeah, some of them might be like trying to climb on your shoes and you like shake them up. Like, Kassan, do you have control over your character?
Uh, Let me see.
ooh,
Uh,
you hear that?
I
controlled
can't
by.
see nothing.
Okay, 1 second.
I'm
Let me
stretching.
give you control. Controlled by. No, it looks like you have a control of a character.
I can't see nothing
Kassan.
though.
Okay. Oh, because your name's not Kassan Laganoth anymore. Let me.
What's your name now?
I just wrote Cass.
Okay. Let me pop you out.
I'm that new.
There we go. Do you see now?
No, I can control it, but I still have no vision.
Okay. Let me give you vision. 1 second. Vision. you have vision now?
No.
Uh, okay, 1 second.
I think it's because of dark vision or something.
Uh, okay, I'm gonna give you night vision because you have night vision. What's your night vision? 30-60?
Yeah, it's 60. Yeah.
60 feet, right? Okay. Okay, do you have vision now?
No.
What the hell? What's wrong with you?
I can move it
Okay, what do you
and
do?
select it.
But you can't see.
Yeah, but I can't see.
Ooh, I like how they feathered the vision edge. It's like I can see like 120 feet and it like fades into black.
Ah, they always had that, I thought.
I thought it was more rigid lines before.
Oh. Okay, I don't know how to fix this for you. 1 second. Because everyone else can see. Why can't you?
I just follow them.
Okay. Do you see the other tokens?
No.
It's awkward.
We're in the top left corner of the map.
Try refreshing.
Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing interesting to see other unless you want to see the interesting tokens, which actually look really cool. But
It's nostalgia.
yeah. All right. So the cave entrance has been caved in by Kel, if you remember.
Huh. Right.
Well, I'll supervise. You guys get going.
You're
Says
stronger than I
says
am.
like the strongest one. Like
Yeah.
But I'm management material.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Let's see. I polymorph into a giant ape and then kill. um,
You're gonna polymorph into a giant ape. I'm gonna stand over here.
I will Bigby's hand. Will that help?
Big B's hand, probably. It's a big hand, right?
Yeah, large hand of shimmering translucent. It's like shimmering fire, but it's harmless. It's like fairy fire, but force. Unoccupied.
How long does it last? A minute?
A
Yeah,
minute.
you can. Okay, yeah, you punch your way out, no problem. It's a massive hand. 5d6
You gotta put it
damage,
back.
My
48 damage. Yeah,
chrome
you
just
beat it.
fucking went. So
Okay, yeah, you beat at it for a minute, and it bursts open, and you walk out finally into fresh air.
that's both my
Yeah.
level 5 spell slots gone. I've used my greatest magics. Well, that was far less confrontation than I was expecting.
I mean, you used a level 5 spell slot to blow your way out, so that was pretty quick. And you didn't decide to go in deeper and like confront the crystal dragon or something. So
Hey, are you a parent yet? No? Time to die. We're killing things now. Oh yeah, I have a vendetta against dragons because they killed Kashan.
so you're racist.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's because of them that we no longer have Kashan. We're stuck here with cats.
We will avenge you, Kashan. I'm right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, you
And I
burst
guess,
out.
yeah. Make our way to the Domen.
Yeah, it's the fortress. Let's see what the fortress was called. Was the fortress was called Axholm. If you remember, that's where you fought the ghosties.
Yes.
Whatever
Should I,
happened to that
should I just
one?
put you guys there so you can look around again?
Sure. Whatever happened to that town we went
Yeah.
to that we were like helping to build up, and then we kind of just like pieced on them?
That's
That's
Leylon.
Leylon.
That
Yeah.
was Leylon. Okay.
We
And
didn't
then
really piece on them. We kind of got like found Kashan and was like, oh, we only have like a month before he dies.
yeah, so we
There's
pieced
that
on them.
whole like ogre thing that kind of pissed me off too.
What ogre thing?
The dwarves being racist towards that ogre.
Oh yeah, and then he
Oh
got kicked
yeah.
out. Yeah,
Yeah, that kind of.
and then the orcs
Lizard
came to
men.
pursue him, and then he's out in the wilderness with no support, with no allies and no weapons because his bombs got exploded.
Well,
He's
fuck him
fine.
for that.
Let's break into this guy's house.
Boom.
That's funny.
But now we gotta take care of my buddy Boghead. We gotta go back
Yeah.
up Boghead. So that's the mission.
Yes, and deal with this blood cult.
Bonkhead.
Boghead.
Yeah, he definitely needs a little bit of help. Let's see, where is Kasan? Where is Kasan? This is Kasan. There we go.
Oh yeah, and I guess Sister Grail. She's the one that kind of really needs our help.
All right, so just to jog your memory, this is Axholm. Just imagine that inside is like bustling with activity of various. You actually haven't seen them before. It looks um, like halflings and dwarves, but made out of dough. They have like kind of like their faces are kind of like not completely shaped and kind of puffy looking, and they have various clothes and armor on. They're like milling about the fortress, cleaning various things and like maintaining weapons.
I have never seen such a delicious population.
Just so you know, Cassian looks like a
He look
non-token
Yeah,
item.
I know because he doesn't have a character. I don't know why.
Yeah, I still got no vision.
What do you
Also,
mean? That's a perfect
Is it?
representation of what he looks like.
Can you see? Can this Kasan see?
no, no.
Why don't you just give him Melguin right now?
Okay.
Does that make
Uh.
sense?
Okay. Melgon, can you see? Can you see now?
Let me zoom in. No,
Is it because you changed your name?
Maybe try refreshing.
Yeah.
I already did that.
It's not working, huh? Hmm. Let's see. Let me find another token. Maybe this token will work. Can you see now?
Yes.
Okay. I will keep that character. Okay. There you go. All right. They open the gates for you to enter. Somehow, like they seem to be able to recognize that you're allies. In the center of the courtyard, you actually see what looks like uh, it looks like a perfectly like perfectly like muscled like massive humanoid body topped with a goblin head, like just in a thinking pose, looking at like what you think is like just looking at like a skull of like an orc and just pondering like like his chin to his knuckle, just like looking at it. And this one looks like it's actually not made of dough, but maybe made out of clay.
Hmm. What an interesting piece.
And it stands up. And all the other dough people weren't able to talk, but this one like yells out, "Welcome to my fortress. I am Alpha. I was created by the perfect being
I didn't create
to
you.
have a perfect body." And then he flexes. He actually kind of looks like Droop, his face. You're pretty sure you know who made this one.
God damn it.
He's
Who's
multiplex.
Druk? Was I around for that?
No, I don't think so. This
Oh.
was before you joined.
The goblin, right?
Yeah. So he like think of swole Pikachu, like he's got like a perfectly swole body and then topped with like a little goblin head.
Well, at least we don't talk about the other goblin.
Gobla?
Shh.
Okay.
You are my master's minions. You have come here to request help, I can tell. What is it that you need?
We
All right,
need
hold on.
passage back to Phandelver.
Also, where's
You
Gobla? Sorry, not. Yeah. Where's Droop?
People's eyes tear up at the sound of that. The crowd starts crying. That's watching. Last I heard, my master has left on a pilgrimage.
Where to?
I heard he went to the Trade Federation. Perhaps he went to Omega City.
Son of a bitch. You don't know if you got my letter, do you?
I do not know,
I show him
but
a bullet. I'm like, has he been making any of these?
and he looks at it. I'm sure to a perfect being such as my master, it will be no problem.
But so you don't know if there's any reserves of these lying around.
Not that I know of. And if it did, it will be in his workshop in Vandalen.
All right, thank you.
Do you know when your master left on this pilgrimage?
3 weeks, 2 days, 7 hours, and 42 minutes ago.
Well, is there a boat we can borrow?
We will construct one for you. Please rest at the guest quarters.
Alrighty, thank you.
You actually have a seaside view because the beach is right there, and you see a bunch of dough people out there start constructing a raft.
Does it look seaworthy?
It looks definitely seaworthy. They must have been imprinted with some sort of knowledge that allows them to make such uh, carpentry or shipwrighting abilities.
It doesn't have to be pretty, as long as it gets us to Phandelver.
And Alpha turns around and is like, "No, we will spare nothing in our pursuit of perfection."
As to be expected.
Yes. Praise the great creator.
Praise the great creator, and he does some sort of sign. He's bringing his arms together in front of his chest.
Now, do you guys have any like spare bread?
They react
For
in horror. No, they don't.
I mean, I'm not gonna eat it in front of them, but
We do have food, and they produce some rations that look like they're edible for mortal beings.
Damn it.
Yeah, it looks like non-raised bread, like cookies, I guess.
yeah.
Okay, it actually doesn't take that long. By evening, there is a raft ready to take the five of you.
Sweet.
Is it made of bread?
Yes.
No, it's made out of wood actually. It looks
Mm.
the raft actually looks like seaworthy canoes. Good to go.
Alrighty. How many days sales is it to go
It's actually really
canoeing?
close. It's half a day. If you leave now, you can get there by morning, but you'll have to travel overnight, which is kind of dodgy.
In on the is it ocean or a river?
It's across the sea, like a
Okay,
channel.
yeah, let's not do that at night.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I know we're
Okay.
badasses, but
It depends. If you had a ranger who had a sea as their preferred terrain, then there'd be no problem.
who the fuck is gonna play that?
In this world, it'd be very
That's
useful
very.
actually.
Unless you were playing like some weird like Hawaiian island hopping.
How
You
long
mean
would it take to
Polynesian?
fly there? Actually.
You mean the Rock? You can play the Rock? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna be Sean Connery.
Yeah.
It's free X gas.
Hey James, how long would it take to fly to Van Dellen from here?
Uh, let's keep it at half a day.
All right.
Yeah. Are you done with your character yet, or are you still got it down pause?
Well,
I
I
don't.
paused it.
Yeah, he hasn't
Okay,
been
cool. Yeah,
working
yeah,
on
yeah. No problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's
Should
got a
I
thing.
go back?
No, no, it's cool. It's cool.
What
Let's
do you
continue
guys
on.
actually? What do you guys want a part of the team comp? So I'm
No,
not making this in a vacuum.
you just build what you want to build,
You could
man.
use a more front line.
Some people like playing to team comp.
Yeah,
All I'm
yeah.
saying
That's a
is
legit question.
the heals were good.
We got lay on hands, but we could definitely use more front line.
More things for Dika to hide behind.
If you could get
Yeah.
healing word is OP.
So we're mostly looking at cleric again.
I want to have a word with you.
um, but
Oh, you're
whatever
not
you want.
making him a paladin?
You could literally be
I can make whatever. I could make anything.
Yeah,
So
because you guys reconstructed his mind and his body got reconstructed, so that's basically enough for a full respec, I
character
think.
sheet reset.
Yeah.
Um, you could be a druid. You could be
I know what it could be. I want to know what you
wizard.
want.
You should be an artificer.
Artificer would be. I think they get healing word.
I think a lot of classes get healing word.
I think
Bards get it.
artificer only gets a cure wound. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, that checks out actually. I think yeah.
You can get
All
healing
right, I'm
word
gonna
through a lot.
keep working on this.
Yeah, keep working on it. All right, next day. You guys are ready. Luckily for you guys that night, there was a wind flare that went outside the castle that night. So you guys are very lucky that you didn't decided not to go out. Um, all right, and that next morning it is thick with red kelp. But you can go around it, and it will take you pretty much the rest of the day to get to Fandalen from here. And you can arrive there by evening. As you start approaching, it looks like there is like surrounding the surrounding Fandalen. It looks like there is a patrol, and it looks like you see the sign of the Omega, and it is a ship that comes by, and they announce that by decree of the first citizen, no one is allowed to set foot in Fandalen.
May we ask why?
There is an investigation going on in there, and we do not want any disruption, especially not who could be potentially be bringing in contraband or be allies to any negative influences that are going on in that city.
But we
It
live
looks like
there, so
it looks like none of them recognize you because these are complete outsiders. So
Do you
your
know who I
reputation.
am? Do you know what part of family I'm from? You're gonna push me away. You know how much money I bring into the city every year? I'm using my
Yeah, give me.
aristocratic oath.
Normally you would have a disadvantage with these guys, but I let you have just roll as straight
I am
for
the
your
blood
persuasion.
god. I was kidding.
Catch them.
Oh!
wait, what?
I'm kidding. I didn't say that. That's part.
You mean the
But
one that killed that kid?
yeah.
No, that was a lost episode.
Yeah, that episode get cut. Um,
Persuasion
so Titus, that one never aired. So Titus, give me a persuasion. So you appeal
with
to their
advantage.
greed. Not disadvantage. Normally you would, but because you appeal to their greed and you are invoking your 23. And they look around, it's like, oh, and then one of them's like, they do look pretty rich. It's like, so you're ready to pay a toll then is what you're saying to enter.
That's not what I'm
So,
saying.
something
How
to
much is the toll?
we're looking at maybe looks like maybe 200 gold.
200 gold for entry into a city.
That's right.
Really, there's only 5 of us. A reasonable bribe would be 10 gold apiece.
Bribe? No, this is not a bribe. This is an
Yes,
entry
yeah,
fee.
of course, of course. A reasonable entry fee would be 10 gold apiece.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! That's probably more money than they've seen their whole fucking life.
No, these aren't peasants.
Oh,
These
okay.
aren't peasants. Yeah.
How many guards are
Yeah,
there?
the income in like cities is much, much, much different from like like in cities, people be making like several gold a day, right? So it's not. It looks like a small cruiser. So you know that these ships could be crewed with up to 40 people.
We should just kill them. I whisper that back to you guys. We do not have time for this. These people seek to impose their will upon our friends.
But these
You
are
want to
men
just
of the
kill
law.
them?
If they do not accept this reasonable exchange, I am not feeling charitable today.
I agree.
Oh, you and your two canoes want to take on a cruiser?
Kinda.
Okay,
What kind? Is it a metal cruiser or is it a wood cruiser?
it's wood.
Anyway, we offer them. How much gold do they want in total?
So Kel, do a 50. So you want to do that? Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
17.
17. All right. Of course, because you're such important tradespeople here, we can perhaps give you a small discount. How about 100 gold for the five of you?
And I look back at them. I only have 100 gold, so 20 gold apiece. Oh, wait, no, 25 gold
E-
apiece.
I got
There,
nothing.
it's 20 gold apiece because there's five of you.
I do not have 20 gold.
Does Zach have gold?
I got tons of gold, dude. I'm so rich. How much gold do they want? Sorry,
100 gold.
oof, that's a little rich for my blood.
But there's five of you, so you can split it. Anyways, what am I saying? You can do whatever you
You
want.
go. I'll do 50.
I'll do 50.
Done.
And,
Oh,
and then I want to look at each one of their faces and memorize who I'm giving this gold to.
you memorize their mustache pattern that's covering their face because they're dwarves.
They will get a meeting from the blood god. The blood god has returned.
He's
More
coming back.
powerful than he's ever been. I wish I was level 11 because then I would have a teleport spell like a blink.
He's
Ooh.
coming back into OAV. That's maybe a direct to Netflix movie
It
It
even.
will
like cuts
cry.
like cuts into Vandal and is like, we're just about to make peace here, as long as nothing disturbs.
Yeah.
This careful equilibrium that has been hewn out through tons of blood already. Oh, look at that, more blood.
All right. So you pass them 100 gold, and they let you continue on into the city.
I guess we're in quarantine now, boys.
Yeah, as you approach the city, it looks like there's the docks have no lights. There's no one working there. It looks like it looks like anyone that's like in the dock areas are actually on the boats, like all the boat owners with their own like household like guards. And anyone that's like a fisherman or any kind of like trade boats, they it looks like they've just been abandoned there as they took refuge inside the city.
The fuck? This place was so nice and happy last time we left.
Oh yeah, but you know, things happened, man. things happened. Like someone agitated some cultists, and so there was a series of murders. No one knows what was causing it, and like there's like a economic problem, and there's like gangs rising up. There's all sorts of nasty things going on.
No shit.
I don't know what caused any of these, but maybe we'll find out.
Aye.
Okay,
I'm gonna look for Boghead, or maybe is there an inn or something?
you got your own house, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to talk to some people.
Okay, yeah.
I'm, oh, I'm
So
going
Is
back
it
to
the
our
middle of the
house.
night or like how?
yeah, it's night at this point. It looks like everything closed really early, and there's no inns open even, actually.
Okay, so
Because
I'm gonna
everyone
go.
that's here are already found residents or are underground at this point.
Gotcha. I'm gonna find Boghead.
All right. Where do you go to? Do you go to the office, the hangout, or the church, or
Which is the most defensible location?
probably his office?
Then to the office.
Okay. Um. So are you guys all together?
We gotta stick together, boys.
Yeah.
I went back to my house. I went back to our house.
Okay.
Yeah, I went back to the host too.
So it's just
I
Kel.
stick with Kel.
Okay. So we'll do one at a time, okay? So let's start with Kel and Kasan. So as you go up to where his office is and around the corner, um, just as you turn the corner, a dwarf like bumps into you, Kasan, and it's like and then he falls over and rolls on. It's like my leg, I think it's broken. It's gonna cost at least 50 gold to get this healed.
Oh my god.
And then he looks at Kel's like, oh, Kel, Master Kel, you returned, and he just stands up on his legs.
Jesus.
The next band episode.
Yeah. You finally returned.
Yes, yes, I have. From my travels and my quests, I have returned to the embers to tend the fire.
I'm glad you're back, because yeah, I'm telling you, these like territory battles are getting out of hand.
Do not worry, my child, for the light of the great flame will bring order and structure. Through the cycle of creation and destruction, Phandelver will be reborn. But I will need the help of people like you being at my
Uh,
side.
yeah, all right, boss. But yeah, let's go back to the office so we can get set up over there, and you can meet the new crowd.
Oh, okay.
All right, and you go back, and there's many new faces. But let's cut back to Dika and Titus. You go back to your apartment, and so you inside is actually it's just Nay at this point, and
Yes.
Nay and who was it? Podo was here.
Yes.
Okay, so when you walk in, actually, you see what looks like an orc, just like doing one arm chin ups while his other arm he's doing curls with like looks like 100-pound weights, like simultaneously. And then he said when you come in and you stop, oh Dika, Titus, you're back.
Can we help you?
It's me, Podo.
Oh, you've grown.
Yeah, my orc half must have kicked in, and all this testosterone just went through my body, and look at me now, and it's
Look at
completely
you
shredded.
now.
Nay, nay, our friends are back. And you see Nay come out wearing a towel. He must have just been in the shower or something. And
I
behind
hope.
of him, two it looks like it looks like they look like humanoid made out of like bark and like tree trunks kind of thing. They're like two plant-based humanoids, but they look
Mm,
strangely like Titus.
like Titus.
Yeah,
What?
Huh. Thought they were supposed to look like Kel.
there's one that looks like Kel
Ah, okay.
behind the third one.
Wait, what? Sorry, they're statues?
No, they are humanoids that look just like Titus.
What the hell? Firebolt.
No.
No. What the
Uh,
hell?
and yeah, it looks like oh them yeah we need to get some more fresh blood for those. They've been growing pretty heartily, and they've been drinking a lot more.
What the hell are you growing?
You
But
brought
you
these
were,
back to
yeah.
raise. Don't you remember? In
I
the
do not.
pods.
Oh yeah, the pods.
Kel's
Yep.
child.
Hey, they look kind of like you, Titus.
They look like me.
Yeah.
Uh, well, I'm gonna go get a pack of smokes. I'll be right back.
Wow.
That's weird. He doesn't smoke.
Well, what do you mean fresh blood?
I'm the
Billets.
butcher.
Bart?
Wait, did you say blood or did you say billets?
Blood.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Um. All right. Uh, at this point, let's go back to Kel and Kassan. Let's see this. And yeah, they start going. Bobcat's like, "Oh, so good to see you." He comes up to you and he gives you a hug, Kel. And Kassan,
Embrace him.
you've come back to cell. I heard that something had happened to you, that you've been injured.
You heard correctly, but such is the way of life for a soldier.
Well, I'm glad to see you're okay too. Kel, uh, the treasury. I'm sorry, but we had to spend that to arm ourselves with weapons.
Of course, Barkhead, you need not explain to me what you're what you've had to do in these trying times.
And we had to get some more people into our into our flock. I mean, our
And I nod at him. I'm like, that's right. Good catch.
That's right, and it looks like yeah, there's some new faces in there. These these are our new accountants, and you see them. They got like they got like knuckles that look like they've been scabbed over over and over, like scars on their faces. Like these ones are very good with the abacus, if you know what I mean. And I'm sorry, but we couldn't. We had to stop sending manpower. Like he gives emphasis on man, like emphasis on the sending part over to that castle in the mountains.
Didn't I say bring them food?
You said bring them manpower so that they can rebuild the castle. Is what you said.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and these guys are like specialty is kidnapping, so that's yeah. So they've been acquiring people to send up. Is
Oh
basically what's been
yeah.
going on.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm here to fix all that.
So yeah, we haven't been able to send any more workers up there, but I think Kel, we need help.
And I am here to help.
There at night there are monsters. People say there are vampires out there drinking blood, and not only that, even during the daytime, the, there are these other gangs that rose up, and they're trying to get in our territory. The mining guild it has retreated back into their mansion, and it looks like they're just fortifying themselves and waiting for this to blow out. So everyone that's out here, we have to fend for ourselves. There's monsters from the basement that's been crawling up. Some people saw a giant slug or something. that crawled its way up and appears at night to take away the bodies. And in the upper levels, it's overgrown with vines that if you prick it even a droplet of blood, it will snatch out at you and take you away.
The, the upper levels. This is a new problem. Something is encroaching from the upper levels, or has it always been like this?
Yes, some sort of bloodthirsty plant.
Hmm. Well, first things first. We will deal with these blood cultists. That is. Hmm. What do you think, Kashan? The priority, I think, is important. Spending our presence wisely. Hmm.
And then Zack says out, that must be the vampire that I've been sent here to hunt. You say people have been snatched in the middle of the night. And Baka says, yes, people are being taken from their very homes. It is not safe to wander around at night.
Do you think this is of utmost importance, Zack?
There are people here that need help. I think my quest can wait, considering there's so many problems to be handled. I defer to your experience. I'm
Barkhead,
still learning from you.
Barkhead, can you hold out against these other gangs until I handle these other problems? Or will the gangs be a significant issue that we need to solve now?
I'm, we got. I heard that in 2 days they're sending enforcers out here to clean everything out. And I'm telling you, if there's any gang battles going on in there, we're gonna be under some heavy scrutiny.
Then we begin as soon as possible. Hmm. I am going to go beg my. I am going to go beg my friends for assistance. Um, Hopefully, they will join us. If not, I'm sure Kashan will aid me in this venture to
Of
protect
course.
my flock. Thank you, brother. Now, let's go pressure Fox, and I'm sure Titus will be open for this.
Oh yeah.
Dika. Let's go
It's
pressure Dika.
it's still nighttime, right?
It is.
I want to go try and find. Hold on, I got his name here somewhere. Erdmol.
Eh,
Do you remember Erdmol?
of course I do. The true follower of the blood god, an ancient god of this realm that predates the modern gods.
Yes, and at night.
No, Erdmol was the pawn I had.
Nah, you think he's the pawn? That's pretty funny.
He was
Okay.
like the first person I turned to the blood cult, right?
No, he was already a follower of the blood cult.
Oh god.
He's been a follower of the blood cult since before he was born.
No, he wasn't. He was a scared motherfucker. I killed his family and made him follow me.
What
What do
happened
you mean?
was
He
that
never had a family.
You're right. Tasty, tasty.
yeah, he found some secret texts that describe the ancient ways and the ancient gods, and he became a follower of. That's his backstory. That we quickly do a flashback to, which is the recap episode, right? That's why there's no action going on because it's the recap episode. But yeah, that's what happened with him. If you want a little backstory on Eridmul,
Fade Dolan too, Electric Boogaloo.
yes. All right, let's see. Here, Eridmul. All right. So let's say you guys meet up back at the apartment. So Kel, Dika, Kassan, Titus. And what are, and you're looking for Erdmo, right,
Yeah.
Titus? Okay. You actually see them on the way out. Kel, you see Titus kind of like leaving the area.
Titus! Titus! I
Yes,
need to talk
Kel.
to you. You and Dika. Maybe even Nay.
Can it wait? I gotta let my sword get fixed. I'm not really useful without it.
It's the middle of the night, Titus.
I guess
Everything's
you're right.
closed.
The best weaponsmiths work throughout the night, but sure, we can talk.
Uh,
This is true.
and I gather everybody up. And I need your help. My flock is under threat. They are at war in this city with gangs who assault my peaceful followers. It is truly distressing. And
Are your followers that peaceful?
for the most part, um, people aren't perfect, and by the Great Flame.
Violence is not always the answer, but violence is
Violence
the
begets
last answer.
violence.
And as these gangs have lashed out at my people, so I must lash out at them. And I am asking you to join me, to aid me, to lend your strength, that I may join it with my strength, so that we may save this city and set its path anew.
Well,
Please.
obviously we'll help you.
Thank you, Titus. Ever since you appeared in that time of need, you've always been true and honorable.
That I have.
Dika, Titus,
I already said yeah.
true. Oh, perfect. Well then, when I suppose, we shall begin this campaign in the morning, for time is of the essence. There's only 2 days remaining until this section of Phandalin itself, those people in those cruisers, they will come in here and purge everything.
It's a very gangs of New York situation.
Exactly.
Then it seems like we don't have time to waste. We must purge this city of all gang activity.
Leaving only
My gang.
sanctioned religions,
The
yes.
state must have a monopoly on violence, yes.
While you guys are discussing this, the new improved Poto walks out of the back, like super ripped orc comes out from the back room. Kel, Kassan, you're back.
Ah, Podo, looking good.
You recognize him immediately,
Absolutely.
and and these are your children. You must have not have seen them for a while, and yeah, it looks like three humanoid, like plant-based humanoids, like walk out of the back.
And
Yeah, two of them look like Titus, and one of them looks like Yukel.
boys, bring it in. Yes, where is Belle?
And
Belle!
Nay comes out like putting on his he's no longer wearing the towel, but he's wearing the loincloth, which actually covers less skin. But he walks out and he brings out in his palm. It's like, Daddy, parts, Daddy,
Oh my god.
parts, and he's still palm sized.
Well, Daddy's poor.
Oh no!
Kel's like, I'm gonna go get some cigarettes. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I take little old Belle and hold him
Yep.
close and hug my three plant boys. Do you have names?
Nay, nays 3 times.
What does that mean?
He says nay 3 times.
So are they named after Nay?
They call that one whip whip and the other one nay nay.
You get to
Maybe you
name
should
them,
have
Kale. You
Poto
can
tell
you,
you
you
what
can
their
you can
names
name
are.
them.
What are their names, Photo? We get to name them?
And he looks up. They must earn their name in the heat of battle.
Oh, well, you heard him, boys. Or plants, or whatever you are. You gotta become fighters. And it may be the perfect time to test your mettle. Do you want to follow Papa into a war? Into a gang war?
I will be back. I have to go and get my sword fixed.
Okay.
And I leave.
Okay. They look, they nod, and they are your loyal followers.
Nice. I gotta feed him blood, eh?
Yep. They
Alright.
are
Do I need anything else for this flesh golem ritual?
bodies. You need bodies.
How many?
You need flesh.
That is up to you. That's a very RP thing. So
Okay, I'm gonna try
how
to
many bodies you want to stitch together to make this ultimate?
basically all the casualties of the gang war.
Wow, that's fucking dark even for me.
Whoa! Another episode gets cut.
But yeah, the blood cultist will be used to fuel the effigy of the great flame.
And Pono's like, "Whoa, I'm gonna be in the other room."
Um, okay, so that's the plan. How long will it take to perform this ritual?
Let's see. It's in my Dungeons Master's
I want
Guide.
to say it's like something ridiculous, like 80 days, but
I
I
think
don't
so.
have
I
time
think
for that.
it's something that you kind of do in the off time after you collect all the ingredients, I guess. Because
We need
I
to
want
go
to have,
back up
because
Drew.
we're closing in on the end of the um, module, so I think that's a good time to actually let's end it here, and then we can discuss like our plans for the next session,
Alright.
I guess. I think and do our post game.